for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Rodgers on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Rodgers' throw into the hands of Cobb.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And some strong running. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Wilson. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Brings up 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett, 31 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. Rodgers on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Oh, he bowls over it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the 22, Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down now, it's Carson. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. And some room to maneuver. Escapes the defender. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was...
Look at this! Middle of the field, a breakaway! Touchdown, Packers! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On first and 10, it's Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Again, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run it with Carson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a give right side. Carson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here's Lewis.
The Eagles take over on 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback, here's a diving catch right side. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first.